We got the brand new Arrma Gorgon Grom. This is a nice little 14th scale electric four-wheel drive, 2S capable brushed monster truck or SUV. Obviously like a miniature version of the Gorgon, which is one of my favorite entry-level vehicles. They were both come as a brush vehicle. The Gorgon 10 scale is two-wheel drive, but the little mini guy is a four-wheel drive. So this is obviously built off their Grom platform, which is hugely successful. They got the Mojave, the Typhoon, the Granite, and then they also have the sister truck to the Gorgon, which is going to be the Quake. Gorgon and the Quake are going to sell for $189.99. They will be available in a couple weeks, I think October 14th. So pretty good value. If you want to pick one of these up, I will have a link in the description below where you can buy one of those. And we're just going to go through the truck, kind of show how it performs as well as what you get included in the box. Radio is the SLT2 radio. Very nice little radio, 2.4 gigahertz, takes 4 AA's, nice foam wheel. It is the SLT protocol, which means you can bind this truck up to any other Spectrum radio. So you've got something like the DX5 Pro or the IXSR or the DXC Plus. Those are all going to be compatible. You can run that with your Gorgon without having to buy another receiver or anything like that. It's pretty cool that the Spectrum ecosystem allows you to basically control every vehicle with the same radio, which is nice. Here's the manual. This is what the Grom looks like. Comes in a few different languages. Kind of tells you how to get started, put in the batteries, turn on the vehicle, turn on the radio, and then how to adjust trims and stuff like that. And then you've got a little technical pack. So if you want to change the gearing, it does have a fixed motor mesh position thing. So you basically pick the letter that will correspond to the mesh you want to get, how to install the battery, basically how to change the motor and stuff like that, how the motor plate works. Also a full parts diagram. So if you need to replace any part, you can just pick this up from your local hobby shop or from Horizon Hobby online, and then a little smart technology information about different chargers, radios, batteries, that kind of thing. Also included in the box is a little T-wrench, 2.0 millimeter hex wrench. Also has a 1.5 millimeter hex wrench, which is going to be used for like the pinion, that kind of thing. 1400 milliamp hour 2S30C battery is included. It is an IC2 connector. Also includes a nice little USB-C charger. I think this runs at 2 amps, so it should charge the battery relatively quickly. I would say probably under an hour. Some preload clips as well as some battery little clips to hold in, I think, for different size batteries. You got a little QR code here on the back to get more information, as well as a little information guide here with a video if you want to learn more about the Gorgon Grom. Here's what the truck looks like. This is a brand new platform, a brand new chassis, so it is not shared with any of the other vehicles except the Quake, which is also being released at the time of this vehicle. Nice little Chevron style wheels and tires, very similar to the full size version there, the Gorgon 110 scale. Body obviously is very similar. It does come in two other colors, a really cool looking bronze and black, as well as a yellow, and the Quake will also come in 3 different colors. Clipless body, you can see you've got a little button here in the back where the license plate is, as well as one underneath, so you just kind of push those in, flip it over, and that's what it looks like. So one thing really nice about the latest Arrmas is that they are all super durable bodies. I mean, they've not just clipless and easy to take on and off, but they generally have some sort of massive reinforcement underneath to help them last longer. And certainly that was one thing they have revised on the latest Gorgons to make them a lot more durable, so you don't have to replace the body as often. High center of gravity chassis, you can see kind of it's lifted here in the middle, has kind of this scale looking tubular chassis type thing. A lot of stickers here, sponsor stickers like that. Nice little white lettering on the wheels and tires, color matched wheels, color matched springs. Inside the chassis, that's what it looks like. Extremely vertical shocks. So this is very much a monster truck style, like a scale looking monster truck like a LMT or something like that, as opposed to a little bit more of a basher performance vehicle like the Grant, which is a little more low slung, a little bit better handling. But this is going to be a lot more realistic, going to have more body roll. It's going to do wheelies, going to do nose wheelies, I don't know what you call those, nollies, something like that. And then inside the vehicle, you got the 2-in-1 ESC and receiver. There's a little Spectrum guide. It is 2S capable, so you can see a little bit of information there. It looks like an auxiliary port, a steering port, and then the motor wires that go out to the motor. So it is a brush system with an integrated fan here up on top to try to keep things nice and cool. It does have an all metal drivetrain, so you got steel dog bones in the back, steel outdrive, steel CVAs in the front, so super nice. Steel metal input gears, steel diff gears. I don't know if they're steel or some other metal, but certainly a lot more durable than the plastic stuff that came on some of the brush vehicles in the past. Basically brushless ready out of the box, so you can throw in a brushless system if you want to. Now, Arrma did say they are not going to be releasing a brushless version of this.
We won't ever be releasing brushless versions of the Gorgon or Quake Grom.
So if you're worried, well, I don't want to buy this now because there might be a brushless Gorgon Grom in the future, there's not going to be. That's what Arrma says. So I think the reason for that is they did find this to be pretty difficult to drive because it's just a crazy little beast out of the box. And when you throw in like 3S power or something like that, it's going to be obviously kind of insane. But if you want to, you can certainly install your own power system because it is an all brushless capable drivetrain. One other change they made was to go with a little bit more of like a race style battery retention system. So you kind of throw in the battery like that vertically. You got these little tabs, you just kind of flip over it and then you plug in your vehicle battery just like that way. And so it's nice and convenient, easy to get in and out, and very, very secure. I've never had problems with this in any of my race vehicles, so pretty cool that they kind of changed the system up to make it a little bit quicker and easier to use. And then with these hard cases, I think they slot in perfectly. Not much else to say about the drivetrain. You know, chassis looks really nice, very tall side guard is going to help prevent dirt from getting inside. You do have the clipless body mounts. Looks like they are removable, so maybe they'll have different height adjustments, or you could throw in little spacers if you want to lift the body, that kind of thing. So kind of a nice change that they did there. So yeah, there's a quick look at the truck. $189.99 looks really nice for the price, and then being brushless capable if you want to throw in a more powerful system is pretty cool as well. I don't think I will be doing that. We'll see how this runs on 2S brush, but yeah, let's take it out and drive it. Alright, we got a 2S fully charged up and put into the Gorgon Grom. We're going to do a little speed test. Well, not super fast, probably 20 to 25 is my guess. See what it is. Do a couple passes back and forth, both ways. And yeah, let's see what we got here. 19 miles per hour, so that's what we got on 2S. Sounds about right, but for a little guy, probably okay. I wonder if we could maybe we need a little ramp to do backflips. Little mini stunt machine. There we go. Alright, passed the backflip against the fence test, maybe backflip against a tree. Oh, perfect. What the heck? Never did that before. Obviously against a bit more of a slip tree, it's going to be a little bit easier. Alright. Actually drives totally fine on grass. Grass, leaves, no big deal. Well, there you have it. Arrma Gorgon Grom brushed on 2S. It goes about, 19 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour, probably after it's broken in. Not fast, obviously. More of a beginner speed. So, yeah, if you want, you could throw in a brushless system. But, yeah, maybe something I'll try to do. I was kind of looking into it. Looks like the inserts on the motor mount are different than, like the Typhon 2 to 3S. So, you will need a different part. I'll throw a link in the description below. Or if you want to use a stock insert, you'd have to run, I think, a 13-tooth pinion. But the motor shafts are a little bit different on this brush system versus the 2 to 3S brushless. So I think the brushless is like a 1/8 inch, and this looks like maybe smaller than that, maybe a 1/16 inch or something like that. So yeah, just a couple things you want to do if you want to try to install a brushless system. But very durable, nothing broke, Pretty stout little truck. Body works well. Styling is really nice. The other thing is, I would say on dirt, not as much traction, obviously, without a slipper or center differential. So the other advantage of having a 2 to 3S system is you're going to get the gyro effect, which I think helps a lot on this type of surface. On pavement, grass, skate park or whatever, I don't think you need it. On dirt, it is a little bit of a challenge. So having some sort of gyro, I think, would help a lot. But at these speeds, not that hard to drive. But if you want to go faster, it will definitely benefit from having that gyro effect. So yeah, nice little truck. I'll have a link description below where you can pick one of these up for $189. I think it's a stout little vehicle. And if you always want to brushless upgrade, you can get some systems out there for like 65 bucks or less. So definitely not expensive to upgrade either. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.